All right, well, welcome. I'm about sharing my screen, so let me do that now. So we're welcome once again. Let's optimize this. Okay, so today we're mainly just going to look at various pairs and do a market outlook to see what we have on the charts for this week. Okay, let me do this. Okay, good. So we'll start with which one would we start with? Let's start with gold. So on this gold chart, so this is the 4-hour gold chart. Let me start from the weekly. So I'll just take you through what I do when I come to the charts beginning of the week or any day I get to the charts, so we can look at it together. So what I just do, I will mark the high. So this is the weekly chart. So I'll mark the high of last week and the low of last week. Okay, I just mark the high and low, expecting that price will either break this high, and continue going up, or it will come all the way down, break the low and go down. Okay, so that's all we're expecting on this weekly chart. Or it can even do the other thing. It can go to the highs there, then give a lower high, and then begin to do a downward move like that. Okay, so it can do a number of things. But we're not taking any trades on the weekly chart. We're just looking at it to see what is happening. So gold is at all-time highs. As you can see, there's nothing to the left at the moment. Okay, so we then go to the next chart, the daily chart. So on the daily chart as well, so we look at yes, so we just mark. So on this daily chart now, we're just we can look at what are possible areas of support. So you can see something around here. So you can see that price keeps rejecting from this zone for the last few days. Okay, so you just mark that as your support zone, and the high is there still is maintained. So you just add that, and then this other low. So you're expecting that either price will break to the high, to the top side, and just go up, or it will eventually come down. So this low here is 29.16. So if price does come below 29.16, then it could go further down. But so at the moment, that is all we have. So on the 4 hour, so I then look at the 4 hour and then say to myself, what has price done up till now? So I can even shift this a bit, because I can see that price has just gone above last week. It has just spiked it a little bit and come all the way down. Okay, so I can just shift this now to, this is my new high now, and I can add a small, I can do something like this. Just put a yellow line there to tell me that price came all the way down to this level but got rejected. You can see it is going all the way back up. However, I can see a nice bearish engulfing candle there. Where is my tool now? Okay. Oops, sorry. Wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let me look for my, where is it now? I can't find the tool. Just a sec. Let me stop sharing briefly, and then I'll come back on again. Okay. Okay, good. So let me reshare the screen again. And then we'll do it this way now. Okay, good. So so we can look at this level here. We can say that we can see a nice engulfing candle here. This last price action there is a nice engulfing candle. But so technically what we should do once we see a nice engulfing candle is to enter for sales. However, we can see that this current candle is very, very bullish. It's looking, so we'll just wait and see what will happen. I wasn't at my chart earlier, so if not, I will have actually entered a sell and put a stop loss at the highs there. But so let's just watch and see what do. Given that price is bullish at the moment. So so at the moment, we can say that our hold right now is that we want to buy, we want to continue buying if we get a close above 29.56. That's the current high that we have. If price goes above that, we want to do a buy. If this one comes above that, I want to get a buy to continue to go long at that level. So above this level, we're buying, and then below this other that line there, that's the 29.30, or is it 50? Yeah, 29.30. So if price comes below 29.30, we'll be looking to sell. So that's the setup for that one right there. Okay, so let me put that in here. Put this one this way. Buy above 29.56, I believe. Okay. Let's make it a bit bigger. How do we make this bigger? Parameters. Oh, yes, I've seen it. Okay. Okay. And then we can say we'll sell below that level there. Sell below 29.30. Okay, so that's for gold. Let's look at the next one. So this is pound USD. We'll just quickly go through that. Where is clean chart? So we'll do a clean chart. So we'll just do the same thing again. Okay. So after we go through these ones quickly, we can then take questions. So we'll go a bit faster now. So this is the weekly chart of pound USD. Okay, and then we just mark the recent high, which price has just broken above now, and then the low. So we're just expecting the same thing. So if it breaks this high, it can go to the next high, which is here. And then if it breaks this low, it can go all the way. Oh, wow. It has a long way to go if it's going to go to the lows there. Okay, so we just mark the high and the low. Let's go to the daily chart. So the daily chart, we can see some sort of support around here. Okay, we can see some sort of support around there. So we can put a small yellow line there to tell us that on this daily chart, if price goes below that, we can look at, let me see, to the right. Let me do it the other way. So if price goes below that, to the left. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. So if price goes below that 126,100, we want to sell. And then if price goes above this level here, 126,900, let's just say 126,900, we want to buy. So if we go to the 4-hour charts now, let's see what we have. Okay. So let's bring this one in a bit. So all we're just doing is marking the highs and lows and then expecting to see some sort of reaction from price at those levels. Okay, let me mark this like this. Okay, so right now, in fact, if you were here earlier, that's if you were at your chart earlier today, this candle here is a nice engulfing candle, and perhaps you will have gotten some of this trade that went down. Okay, so you may have gotten some of that, but let's wait for another setup. Either we see a break below the 2669, or let's just say 2670, or a break above the 26,900. So that is that. Okay, quickly let's look at the other pair I'm looking at is this one. Is pound USD. Oh, sorry, pound yen. I'm looking at pound yen. Wow, pound yen is generally it's looking like it's going down really. Sorry, you have a question? Okay, no, it's not a question. Okay. All right. So for this one now, we can see some sort of if I think I'll just okay, let me still mark the high and low of last week. We see price is very close to the low of last week, and then there's another low just below it. And then if we say on the high side, so if it goes high, this will be the next high there. So simple process there. So on this one now, I will mark my yellow line right here. Above this current high here. So that's where my yellow line will be. So if I see a close above that level, I would like to go long. A close above this level here, I would like to go long. And then a close below that level, the 188.224. Then we'll like to go short. So those are my setups at the moment. Do we understand what I've just done now on those three pairs?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, good. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Do we have any questions?
So
essentially yes, okay, go on.
So when you're marking up the highs and the lows, you're not really looking at the valid ranges. You're really just looking at where price got to the previous week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so for this, because this is a general class, we don't want to give the premium stuff that we have. So what we just do is to give a general overview of what we do.
Oh, I
So
see.
yes, so for those who are in the paid classes, those who subscribe to the Sky Vision Academy, they get the full breakdown, looking at
Okay.
valid ranges and all that. Yes.
Okay. Okay. No, fantastic. I understood. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Right. So generally that's what happens on this page. Generally, if you look at on the 4-hour charts as we have now, if you look at last week, this is last week here now, and you see that if you just follow the engulfing candles, for instance, you will have done some nice trades. So look at beginning of last week, we had this nice engulfing candle, and then you had this other nice one as well. Let's do this. Okay, where's another bullish engulfing candle? Okay, this was end of the week, so this you may not have traded this last one. Let's look at for bearish engulfing candles. Let's see. This one was a bearish engulfing candle, but it was stopped out. This one was another one which was also stopped out. This one was another one which eventually went. So let's put a stop out on those ones that were stopped out. This one was stopped out. This one too was stopped out. Okay. So if you had traded last week, if you had traded this particular pair last week, just trading the 4-hour chart alone, okay, just trading the 4-hour chart, this is what you will have seen. If you are trading just those engulfing candles, you'll have had 1, 2, oops, let me do this like this. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this sixth one, let's discount that one because this one is a Friday and it didn't really go that far. Or maybe if you held over the weekend, then maybe it will have gone that far now. So, but let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5 trades, 2 of them were losses and 3 of them worked out for you eventually, right? So let's look at pound USD and see what will have happened last week as well. On those just engulfing candles. This one was is a bullish engulfing candle, but maybe not a very strong one. This one will have been stopped out eventually, and then this one you will have gotten this one here. It was a nice bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so that's for the bullish engulfing candles. Let's see the ones that was bearish. This is a bearish one which was stopped out. This is another bearish one. It went a little bit but did not go that far. And then you had this one up here. Okay, so let's see how many will have been stopped out. So this one will have been stopped out here. This one too will eventually have been stopped out. And if you held, depending on what happens here, this one went a bit down, but maybe let's say you didn't hold it, you just held it for that you didn't hold it over the weekend. If you held it over the weekend, you'll have been stopped out today. But if you held it, it just went down a little bit, didn't go that far. So you'll have this one too will have been stopped out. Let's come here. Is stopped out. So GU didn't have a lot of follow through. So you'll have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of those 6 trades, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them will have been losses. Okay. A 4-hour chart for pound yen. So on pound yen too, just trading 4-hour charts alone. Okay, depending on how you trade, maybe you waited for this one first. Oh, okay. Let's look for the cells first. So this is a cell. This one will have qualified because it broke this one. So this one here will have qualified as a cell. This is qualified as a nice cell. Okay. Let's look at for the buys. This is a nice engulfing candle. Where's our next engulfing candle? This one here. Okay, yes. So let's see which ones were stopped out. Well, this one went a little bit, so maybe you'll have been at break even. Let's see. This one too will have gone, and will have so actually. So your trades for pound yen will have worked out very nicely, actually. Okay, your trades for pound yen will have worked out very nicely. So you'll have had. So even though if you traded those three pairs, you traded gold, pound USD, and pound yen, pound USD will have been the one that will have had the most losses. But overall, you can see that your price, your price action, just following engulfing candles alone, you'll have come out on top. Okay, so that's all we do when you're trading. Always follow a nice setup. I don't know if we have any particular pair we would like to look at. Do we have any pair that we would like to look at?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so at least I would want to know, can you apply the same strategy to BTCUSD?
Euro USD. Okay. Yes.
No,
yes.
BTC.
Let's look.
BTC.
Oh, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open Bitcoin and see. Do I have Bitcoin here? Okay, I need to add Bitcoin. Let me add. Okay. Just a sec. Let me add Bitcoin first, and then we will see. Okay, let me look for it. BTC.
And even before you try you help me with that one. Just to be clear, okay, so I joined when you were marking the high level, that's in the what do you call it? When you were using the lines to mark out the highs of the week and the lows of the week. So
yes,
I would want to know, is that also a strategy, like using a engulfing candle or using a valid ranges?
like I explained earlier, those are for those who are in classes. You use your ranges for those who are in the premium classes, so they can look at it even more precisely. This one is a general class, so we just look at a general way of looking at it. It works as well. So all we just do is to look at how. Okay, this is the 1 hour chart of this one now. So let me go to the. I want to go to the weekly first. Let's see if we can do. Okay, so yes, so if you want to then do the valid ranges, you can do that as well. But this one just gives you a general overview of what is happening. Okay, so BDC, this is the weekly chart. You mark the high of last week and the low of last week. Then you go to the daily chart, and what you can see is that generally speaking, so generally speaking, price is doing, it's coming from a top somewhere there. Okay, it's coming from a top somewhere there, and then pushing down. But you have a lot of resistance around this zone here. You have a lot of resistance there. That's a lot of what's it called? Wicks. You have a lot of wicks a lot of rejections around that zone there. So you can, so actually the weekly chart already shows the line there. So you have that line there. So all you're doing here, you can see it for yourself that currently the market is ranging. It's not giving you whether it's going up or it's down. It's just ranging. Okay, so then you can then go to your 4 hour and look at what is happening. On your 4 hour chart, you can then look for your engulfing candles. Okay, so for instance, this morning, if you were up early enough, you may have caught this bearish engulfing candle. Okay, this one. If you didn't catch that, maybe you'll have caught this other one. Okay, actually, so that was over the weekend, actually. So not today. So that's, sorry, that's over the weekend. Let me see where is today. Today is 24th. Okay. Okay, so that was on the 23rd. So this was yesterday, 23rd. That was a nice bearish engulfing candle. And then this is another nice engulfing, bearish engulfing candle, which you could have traded and just gotten some of these trades going towards the weekly low. All right. So if you took this these two candles here, these two candles, these two bullish candles, if you took that as your engulfing candle, you'll have been stopped out eventually. Because sometimes I take if I have two engulfing two bullish candles that engulfs the previous candle, I also take them as a valid engulfing. Okay, I combine them. I will have been stopped out here, but I will have gotten some nice trades here. Okay. So BTC at the moment is looking very bearish. However, we want to happen when it comes down to 93.93. How do you pronounce that? 93,000, 93,000 there. Let me mark the number I'm talking about. To happen when it comes down to this level, 93.3. So we can get a round number, 93,300. So we want to see what will happen around there, or 93.50. Let's say 93.50. Oops, 400. Okay, 400. 400 is a nice number. Let me do it at 93,400. So want to see what will happen around that zone there. If it breaks it and goes to the lower side, then we'll be very bearish. We'll be more bearish. So if it comes down here, we want a retest, and then we want to see it go down. If it does that, then that would be nice. The other thing it can do is that it can come down to that. It can come down to this level, 93,400, and then give you something like this, like a W type pattern, and then go up from there. Okay. So generally speaking, we're currently bearish on the 4 hours, but we're also cognizant of the fact that we are going towards a support line, the weekly support line. We're almost there. And once we get there, we can get we can expect a reaction. All right. Do we have any other pair we want to look at? Or do we have any other question? So what we'll do when we come back next week, we'll look at these pairs and see how price behaved. So I'll leave this. Well, hopefully I'll just leave it like this and see what we expect for next week. To see if many people are expecting gold to go to the 3,000 level up there. Many people are expecting it to come all the way up to that level. So let's see how that will happen. Okay, this is the this is the 4-hour chart. So this one, you can see this one is already engulfing this previous candle, right? So by the time this one closes now, you can look for where is it now? You can look for any kind of small pullback, and then you go to these highs. Oh, sorry, the previous highs. Yes, come to this previous. From there, look for another pullback and then continue going up. Okay. I trade gold a lot, so that's why I'm talking more about gold. So that's what we have. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Okay, thank you. So you see, so part of the things we say that don't okay, Hamdia, go on. You can speak.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for your time and for your submission. Please, do you mean gold is still going to go up?
Well, so as you can see, so let's just look at what happened here. So this is gold now. You can see this nice bearish engulfing candle. What do you expect when you see a nice bearish engulfing candle? What do you expect next? That price will just go up a bit and go down, right?
Go down, yes.
Okay, but look at what price is doing right now. It's rejecting this whole zone here, this zone here. You can see a lot of wicks, a lot of rejection. So even though price will come down to that level, but the buyers will push it up again. Once it comes into that zone, buyers will push it up again. Okay. So at the moment, it's still bearish. Okay, it's still bearish. So it may if this current price is gone below that level now, if it ends up like up here like this now, so it will have changed. If it ends up something like that, it's done a bullish engulfing candle. Okay. That means we'll just look for any pullback to then continue going up with it. Okay. But if this candle then gives us like a wick, let me draw something like this. So if this current candle then gives us something like this, then which means the bearish, that means it has come all the way to this top and then went all the way back down. Okay, so that means the sellers are fully in control, and you can then get price to move further down. Okay, so but at the moment we're just waiting to see what is happening. So if you go to the let's say the weekly chart, if you go to the weekly chart, you see how very okay. Let me open a separate one because this one is let me open gold here. So you can see it's very, very bullish at the moment.
Yeah.
It's very bullish. So this is so weekly. So you see the weekly chart. See how in the last few weeks it's just been going up and up and up and up and up. And I'm sure with all the geopolitical tensions, with US doing its own, China doing its own, the Ukraine-Russia issue, all those geopolitical issues would also affect this the price of gold. It is so many people are thinking that because of all those uncertainties, many people are buying a lot of gold now. So that may actually push gold up.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Wonderful. You're welcome. Yes.
So I have a question. Okay, so in recent times, I've seen news items about Elon Musk and Trump wanting to go to Fort Knox, do you think it can impact the price of gold?
Well, it may or it may not. We are technical traders, so we just follow what the price is giving us. So for instance, on this 4-hour chart, because I can see it's pretty. It's looking very bare. However, it also it's at an all-time high. Okay, so except I see price break very nicely. It wants to give me a bullish engulfing candle now. So if what Trump and Elon Musk and all of them want, if they make a statement that then pushes this price up, then we are already seeing it. Okay, I mean, you can already see that price is rejecting these lows here, and it wants to go up further. So it wants to do something like that. So you want to just wait and see what will happen. Except price then comes back all the way and breaks that low at that level, then we know that the sellers are in. But for now, it's looking very bullish.
Okay.
Yes.
My last question is, does volatility in the market affect the profits of a trader? For
The
instance,
what?
Volatility. You see that
Okay.
there are
Yeah.
certain pairs that are very volatile, like BTC, gold. Does it in any way affect the profits of a trader? Or comparing gold USD to Euro USD or any of the currency pairs, would you say that gold USD is better than the currency pairs?
Okay, so generally speaking, I like to trade very volatile pairs. And by volatile pairs, I mean pairs that move a lot. Okay, pairs that move a lot. So this is we did an analysis of Euro US, Pound USD. So you can see what Pound USD did. It didn't move a lot beginning of the week. Okay, but if you compare that to Pound Yen last week, you can see Pound Yen moved a lot more compared to Pound USD. Okay, and if you compare that, if you look at Euro USD as well, Euro USD just did something like this and then moved up. But let's look at what Euro Yen did. I don't know what Euro Yen did. Let me see. Okay, Euro Yen too. Actually, Euro Yen moved a lot. Okay, so this the price, it depends on how volatile or how many traders are trading that particular pair. But you won't know until you look at it. Okay, until you see what is happening, and then when you compare them. Okay. So Pound Aussie, when it wants to move, it moves very nicely. Okay, but this is last week now. It just moved up. What did it do? It started from somewhere there, moved up, didn't do a lot of things, just came back down and then went up. So it didn't really move as much compared to, let's say, Pound Yen. Okay, Pound Yen gave us a nice kind of movement, and you could, with a lot of follow through. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So okay. So something like what you want achieve from your trading. So if you're looking for higher, longer pips, then the volatile pairs will be the one to go for. But if you're just looking okay with your 10 pips, 20 pips, then those ones that are not as volatile, that does not move as much, you'll be able to trade those ones. Okay, lovely. So we are, so this is our trade setup. So we'll come back next week and see what happens. I'll be trading the engulfing candles on this particular what's it called now, on this particular chart. So I'll wait to see what price does on those pairs, on gold, pound USD, and pound yen. We'll see what price does, and then we'll come back next week and analyze them. Lovely, thank you very much. And well, so besides just looking at market outlook, because we've shown us a lot of trading systems, we've shown us we've gone through trader psychology and all that. So we want to start getting into how to place trades and all that. So that is what looking at trade setup, that is what we're doing now. That's the market outlook that we're doing now. So if there are other topics you would like us to deal with, please let us know. Just put it in the community group that we have on WhatsApp, and take it up from there. So if there are no other questions, I wish you a very, very good evening then.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome.